Now it's time to create a few constants for our SMTP details. We're going to be sending all of the emails using SMTP, so you need to create the SMTP account. SMTP underscore host, and this is where you're going to put your host, SMTP host name. Then we're going to have SMTP authentication. And I'm going to set it to true because we're going to be using credentials to connect to the SMTP server. We're going to use username and password. After SMTP authentication, we're going to have a constant for port, SMTP port. I'm going to put the default 25 here. Then we have SMTP username. Which, again, you're going to have to put here the correct username for your SMTP account, which is basically your email address on most of the occasions. Then we have SMTP password, which again is your password for the SMTP, for your email address, in other words. Then SMTP encryption. Some email SMTP servers use encryption. If your server uses encryption for mail, then obviously you're going to specify here. It might be TSL or SSL or whatever else you may have there. But basically, that's our SMTP section. Then we're going to have a few other constants. The next one will be email to. And this is the email where form should be sent to. I'm going to use just some dummy for the time being. Me. And then we have name to as well. Name to. And I'm just going to put Sebastian Solinsky here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to require the file. Require once file classes path ds, and the file is called autoloader.php. And now we're going to define our register our autoloader, basically SPL underscore autoload underscore register, and we want our autoloader, and we're going to use array because it's going to be a class and a method. Autoloader class, and the method will be called load. So this is the method and a class which we want to use for autoloading all of our classes. That's everything inside of our config.php file. Make sure that you fill in all these constants here, obviously value for your email address to which you want to receive an email, and obviously host, SMTP host, port, username, password, and whether you uses encryption, put in what kind of encryption it uses. Because without this, we obviously won't be able to process the form. So that's everything in config.php. Let's move to the next video.